According to a new United Nations publication, the global fashion industry is directly contributing to a trifecta of environmental crises: climate change, pollution, and nature and biodiversity loss.
It actually is responsible from between 2 and 8% of the global greenhouse gas emissions. And the textile processes consume around the equivalent of 86 million swimming pools per year of natural water.
Through creation of the recently launched Sustainable Fashion Communications Playbook, the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, and the United Nations Environment Program seek to fundamentally shift current fashion messaging away from a linear approach to one that embraces circularity.
It's one of the first documents that I've seen a very thorough discussion into the role that fashion plays, not only in decarbonizing our materials, our supply chains, our entire industry, but also as an opportunity to connect with consumers.
Primarily aimed at style marketers, brand managers, media, and storytellers, its aim is fourfold: to introduce new messaging countering misinformation and greenwashing, reduce overconsumption, promote more sustainable lifestyles, and empower consumers to demand more action from businesses as well as policymakers. Tanda says a shift in consumer behavior could prove transformative.
If we would transform our economy into a more circular one, and if we would have products staying in the economy and being used double the time, we will actually be reducing the greenhouse gas emissions by 50%.
Footwear brand Allbirds was highlighted as a case study in the playbook for its transparency surrounding its carbon footprint.
We've been calculating the carbon footprint from the start, even before labeling them in 2020. And then shortly after we started that, we released what's called our flight plan, the sustainability strategy that lays out very specific actions to decarbonize, reduce our per unit emissions in 50% by 2025.
Nanushka, a contemporary fashion house, was another case study recognized for its use of digital QR codes on sewn-in labels, offering insight into the provenance of its products.
We really try to give our customers more of an experience, so that the idea is that if they feel more attached to that item, they will take good care of that and they will make sure that they can extend the life cycle of that product.
Bertolani says more companies globally are recognizing the need to move toward fashion sustainability.
In China, there are a lot of regulations when it comes to the chemicals that you can use on your products when you want to import some products there. US focus more on maybe the sourcing of the material. EU is really focusing on climate change.
Tanda says the biggest incentive for businesses may be the economics.
A transformation by 2030 towards more circular business model is going to be responsible of $700 billion in economic value.
Though the fashion industry has long been called out for its role in promoting overconsumption, one expert believes the timing is right for change.
Today, we see that there's so much practical guidance and research to support the industry making the move forward. And if not now, we really lose the opportunity that we have for future generations. So this is the time.
Karina Mitchell, CGTN, New York.